Hi there, this is a quick video to show how to use the main gun and loading procedure within Steel Armour. On the Steam forums there's been a few people confused about how to fire the main gun and what have you, so hopefully this will help a few guys out. There was one guy in particular who said he just cannot fire with the main gun, so I'm hoping, I think, and I'm pretty sure the reason is the loading procedure might be a bit confusing, and hopefully this will clear it up. So I'm sitting in the gunner's position. I pressed F6. I'm sitting in the gunner's position, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the control key. So this brings up this cursor here, and down on the bottom right here we got our ammunition selection panel. So these are the machine gun rounds. We've got 5,949 rounds. This is your sabot round, your heat round, and your high explosive round. Okay, so. And I need to tell this gunner what type of ammunition we want to use right now for the particular target that we're looking at, or that's down the range or whatever. There's no target down there at the moment. I'm just going through the procedure of the reason why we do this. So I want him to load a heat round, so I index the heat round. This is green now. You can see that's clearly green. And then I press this here, this button here, or the R key, and this will tell him to load that round into the main gun. So you ready? Press it now. That dude will load it. So we've got heat ready. We're ready to fire. I press the control key, and now I can fire a round off down the range. But before I do that, this is still green, so that means he will reload me another heat round. But if I wanted to change that, I can select any one of these, and then he will load that particular round, so long as that stays green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this off, and I'm going to let him automatically load me another heat round. Tanks around. Now we've got a couple of burning hulks over there. I'll just fire one down there. See what's going on in here. He's automatically loading me another heat round. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this heat round off, but I want a different type of ammunition loaded after this round has gone down the range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select sabot round. That's sabot. That's told him next round's going to be sabot. But this is gone. This isn't green now. So I need to tell him to load that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it off. Okay. He won't do it. Just sit there all day waiting for you to tell him to load it. So then you tell him to load it. He'll load that round. I've got a sabot index. And now if I fire that, he'll automatically load another sabot because that's still green. Okay. Fire. He'll bang another sabot at the spout. Okay. So after this sabot round, after I fired this, I want him to fire a a high explosive round. So I select high explosive. That's not gone green, but if I press it now, as soon as I fire this sabot round, he will change ammunition and then load it because that's green and that's been selected. So you ready? I just hit something then, didn't I, without even looking down the sight? That's how good I am. Anyway, so he's got high explosive, that's in there. Okay, so if I fire that now, you know what's going to happen. He will fire the high explosive and he will automatically load me another high explosive round. So the difference is when you change ammunition, he won't do anything until you tell him to load it. You've got to give him that order. You need to give him the load order. Okay, so just quickly while we're here, we're on this ammunition panel. We've actually got, it says there's 3 different types of ammunition here, but there's actually 5. And the reason why that is if you see these little arrows here on the ammunition icon selection panel, that means there's a different type of ammunition behind there. So for instance on the heat round, if I right click the heat round, that will then change to smoke because there's a smoke version of that round. So there you go. I've right clicked, now we've got the smoke ready, or just, you know, selected. And here on the high explosive round, we've got a little arrow. If I right click on there, we've also got canister rounds behind there, which are good for anti-infantry shots and stuff like that. So we've got smoke, anti-infantry fire. So there's 5 different types of rounds here. So just be aware that when you've got a triangle there, you've got different types of ammunition to use, which is great for you know, in use on the battlefield and what have you. So there we go. So I don't want him to load another round, so I'm going to cancel that. Get him to fire this one off, and I want him just to sit there because I don't know what ammunition I want loaded yet. I'm thinking about it. Okay, I want him to load a Sabo. No, let's get smoke down there. Smoke. So just by pressing smoke, that doesn't mean he's going to load it. I have to press the load button. So load, and I'll keep it on because I want a couple of smokes down there.
Готово.
Let's have a look. Muskets is going on. Let's fire some smoke down there. So he's automatically loading me a smoke. I don't have to do anything. He'll just tell me when he's ready. Smoke ready. Fire. So my smoke round's gone down there. Right, so he's going to bang another smoke up there, but I want him to, after we fire this next round, I want, say, a heat round. So I right click on the smoke, press heat, and I want him to load it automatically, so let's make that green. Fire the smoke down there. So as soon as this smoke's gone down the range, he's going to load me up a heat round. So he'll say heat ready. There you go, heat ready. We can fire. And he'll carry on loading heat until I tell him otherwise. Or until we select a different type of ammunition. So hopefully that's made sense. If it hasn't, then let me know, and I'll try and simplify it even more, and we'll go through it all over again. And then hopefully what I'll do is I'll go through the sights, the different types of sights, and how to get ranging and all that sort of stuff. There's various ways we can do that. It's all quite simple. There really isn't anything quite complicated about it. So hopefully this will help you out. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.